Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. Police departments from East Bridgewater, Hanson, and the Plymouth County Sheriff's Department responded to a threat at the East Bridgewater Junior-Senior High School on Thursday morning. The Brockton Enterprise is reporting that the threat was received by East Bridgewater administrators that made reference to the Columbine High School shooting in 1999. The school went into lockdown for about 90 minutes as police searched the school and students' lockers and backpacks before determining that the threat was not credible. Again, this took place at East Bridgewater Junior-Senior High School. Some students were dismissed by their parents, but classes did continue, and this incident remains under investigation. Turning to other news now, at the Town Council meeting on Tuesday night, councilors discussed the idea of changing the traffic pattern in the center of town at the Common. This was discussed about 4 years ago, and Town Manager Michael Dutton told councilors that there were 3 potential designs that were on the table. The first design would have fewer crosswalks but more parking, including parallel parking, and traffic flow would continue to be the same with one lane on both sides of the Common. Option 2 would be the closest to what the layout is in the Common right now. The lone exception is fewer crosswalks. Option 3 would have the most drastic changes. There would be 2 lanes of traffic coming off of Bedford Street, while across the Common there would be raised pavement that would be meant more for parking and pedestrians. All 3 options would not affect the actual middle of the Common. Again, these are just discussions and nothing is on the table for the near future. However, councilors did have some concerns, including the potential impact these options would have on traffic flow around the Common and surrounding streets, and potentially making School Street a 2-lane road. Council Vice President Dennis Gallagher wants to make the Common not just a throughway, but a destination.
I certainly think that something needs to get done. I think this is a good start. My whole thing would like to see the Common become a destination area, not a cut through. And I think that's pretty much what it's used for now. It's people coming from Middleborough want to get through to get to go down 18 or into Brockton. I like to see it become more destination friendly with music alley in the summer and maybe other things that come down the road.
During the town manager report, councilors were told that the MBTA would like to run some later trains from Boston to Bridgewater. Right now, the last train leaves Bridgewater for Boston around 9:30 p.m., and the final train arrives in Bridgewater from Boston around 11:15. The MBTA wants to run another train that would depart from Boston after midnight. Town Manager Michael Dutton said he would listen to councilors' input on the matter and report back to the MBTA. The town manager also told councilors that State Representative Angelo D'Amelia will be at the council's next meeting on November 27th. Back in September, residents came out to participate in the 5th Annual Bridgewater Police 5K and Kids 1 Mile Fun Run. The event benefits a different cause every year. This year's beneficiary was America's Vet Dogs, and this week the 5K presented a $6,000 check, which marked the largest donation in the history of the road race. The money raised this year goes toward naming a dog in the program, and the name chosen was Cruiser.
So we like to find a charity that means something to someone on the board or is very involved in the community. My family's worked with America's Vet Dogs for several years. They make a connection between prisoners, community, and the police department, which is a really unique niche that they can bring all those different aspects together. And it was just, to me, it was a no-brainer.
It's been a pleasure to be a part of the community in a little bit of a different way. You know, we have a great partnership with correctional facilities in Massachusetts, but having that direct community reach really means so much, and you guys have just brought so much to America's Vet Dogs and helping us get more dogs into the hands of veterans, so that's been really wonderful.
The check presentation also served as an opportunity to announce the beneficiary for next year's BPD 5K and Fun Run. The 2019 race beneficiary will be Molly's Vesta Dog.
Molly works with a lot of different organizations that help provide bulletproof vests and other equipment for canine officers, and she's got all those connections. So it makes sense for us to support her, and she can figure out who is best served by that donation in the community. And she was very young, and she started this organization. Instead of birthday gifts, she wanted to do something to give back and help the canines, and so that's how she got started in that. She's been doing this for years, and she's 16, 17 years old now, and this is a big part of who she is, and it's a really great way to support the community, support the police officers and the canines, and make sure they're well equipped as well.
We'll have more from the check presentation coming up on Bridgewater Review later on this month, and for more information on the BPD 5K, you can visit their website at bpd5k.com. Time to take a look at your forecast as the first snow goes through New England. This weekend's going to feature mostly dry conditions, but we are going to hold on to the chilly weather with highs in the 40s and lows in the upper 20s, which actually is pretty close to where we should be for this time of the year. There's going to be a chance of mixed precipitation for the overnight hours of Sunday night into Monday morning, but the early outlook at Thanksgiving travel next week shows dry but cold conditions. Jeff Fowler's going to keep you posted on that coming up next week. A quick reminder that the BSU football team will be playing in the New England Bowl coming up on Saturday. Brian Berard and myself will be on the call with kickoff against Salve Regina at noon and coverage starting at 11:50 a.m. live on the Bear Sports Network on bsubears.com, and we'll have replays coming up on BTV next week. And finally today, Wednesday night at the Senior Center, Bridgewater Police and volunteers served up the turkey, stuffing, and gravy at the 19th Annual Bridgewater Police Thanksgiving Dinner. Police Chief Chris Del Monte thanked volunteers of the event, and while thanking those who came to the dinner, wanted to remember those that were lost over the past year.
Just want to take a minute, and I wanted to say, every year we see a lot of friendly faces, and we really appreciate that you take the time to come out. It's our pleasure to be here on behalf of the police department, but also we're members of the community too. And every year we also see a few that we don't get to see. Those familiar faces that aren't able to return that have passed on. So we just wanted to remember those people as well.
I think we need to say thank you to Chief Del Monte. And I say it again every year, and I sincerely mean it, and I know all of you will agree, we have the best police department ever, don't we? Right. They are outstanding. So I want to thank the chief, I want to thank the officers, their spouses, family members, the volunteers, everybody who helped to put this together. It's a lot of work. And I know it's one of our most popular events, and we really enjoy it.
Thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck.